Brandon Lilly here with the Power Project, owned by Mark Bell, Super Training Gym. I train out of Grove City, Ohio at Lexington Extreme Gym. And I was asked a question today by Diabetic Muscle. How do I maintain a straight up and down spine position when I squat raw? And the answer to that is it all starts with balance and in your feet. So whenever I started squatting raw for this last competition, I positioned myself just barely wider than Olympic stance and started working my way out until I felt a comfortable position. For me, whenever I grab the bar, I go a thumb off the rings and my elbow goes straight down, and right from that position is where I line my ankle up and I turn my toes out, and that sets my position for my feet. What this allows me to do, I don't have to drop back at all. I just have to squat straight down. My knees track over my feet a little bit, and I remember to push my knees out as I near the bottom. Now, whenever I'm squatting, I don't put my belt super tight. I probably get it, more than snug, but to the point that I can still expand my stomach or bring it in if I need to. And I put it right over my belly button. I don't wear it super low. I just put it right in the middle of my stomach. And when I squat down, as I'm squatting down, my elbows turn more and more under the bar. And this allows me to keep my chest upright. And I try to keep a neutral head position up. I try not to throw my head way back. I try not to keep my head down. Because in the past, when I've let my head go forward, it's not been that my back rounded and went forward. It's that my knees went too far over my feet, and I lost the position. So I try to keep my head still until the very bottom. And you mentioned that you had problems reversing it and losing your back. A lot of guys try to get momentum coming out of the hole by giving a little bit and then going up. Once you give in that position, it can work on lighter weights. But, when you're over 90%, 95, 100%, when you give that little bit, what happens is most guys aren't strong enough to reposition the bar back and drive upward. So what you end up doing is you end up forward and you end up squatting in a good morning position, and your shoulders round over, your head drops more, and this just isn't a good way to try to squat. So as you near the bottom, push your knees out and let your belly fall in between your legs, and then use that as your driving force upward. Now, whenever you're coming up out of the hole, the thing that you want to remember, that's when your elbows have to really crank under, and I almost try to push up on the bar. Just to, in my head, it's just a motion that gives me the momentum going upward, even if the bar doesn't move at all. It makes me think, okay, up. Then, from there, chest and shoulders stay in the same position, but I lift my chin more out and up. And what this does, as I'm standing up, I find a point that I'm looking at straight ahead of me, and that chin stays in that prone position, and my chest can't cave because my chin is here. My chest can't go like this without my head moving. So I keep a strong neck, strong chest, strong shoulders, strong back, and really drive those elbows under. And I think if you do that and stop trying to give yourself a little bit of rebound out of the bottom, you may sacrifice some pounds early on, but over time, if you develop that habit of, really picking your chest up out of the bottom and driving upward, I think you'll see your squat increase pretty rapidly for that.